Hey folks, Bob. Another week at the high maintenance hangar. I've got something I've got to do this morning. When I was in Texas last week, a week before, we were gifted a bunch of tooling for R2800s, propellers, and I got a Harbor Freight special, and it's got a little bit of damage, but for our purposes, that's not going to matter. I can straighten that out. But rather than being in boxes like this, I bought this toolbox that I'm going to put them in. So let me get started on that. Okay, well, that's the damage I can do for the moment. Okay, that's the damage I can do for the moment. A lot of tools in there. Now I got another box, the propeller tooling. I'm not sure where we're going to put those. Have a couple more drawers, empty drawers right now. We'll see what I can stuff in there. I just wanted to take a moment and say thanks to one of our longtime subscribers, Bonsai Bill. He got this airspeed indicator to go in the passenger cabin, but we like it so well, it's going to go in for the pilots. We're going to get another one like this that's an more easily readable airspeed indicator for the pilots up front. So, Bill, you're a rock star. Thanks, buddy. I want to let you know a few things that went on yesterday while I wasn't here. One of our buddies brought his scissor lift over and started measuring things. It appears that we have 16 foot 6 inch heaters from the floor to the heaters, and we have 16.8 on our overhead door. So now the trick is to figure out how high we need to raise the nose in order to get this airplane out of here. So what I'm getting ready to do is jack up the main struts, put them in our bucket skates, and then raise up the nose till we make sure we've got the clearance to get out of here. The big push is on. We had a date of November 7th, but it looks like that's not going to happen with Duncan. They've got an aircraft coming in that they've got to take care of first. Next one will be December the 12th. So we've got lots to do between now and then, and let me get this going and we'll see what that looks like. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to make it.
You need 8.5 inches to clear.
And I'm losing ground because the tire's still sticking on the ground.
Yep. Therein lies the problem, eh? That's what we were talking about yesterday.
Okay.
You might take that jack out and just lift up to see how far it will go.
Well, if you're 8.5 there and I still haven't cleared the jack, I haven't got the tire off the ground. So it's going to be 10 inches anyway.
If no more is absorbed.
So,
That just can't do it. Yeah, 6-inch draw, probably.
so what if we use the gray jack?
That's what the other thing I was thinking is that
Tie this
I
up
don't
so
know
it.
if this has enough horsepower. I'm forgetting the jacks, but if we took one gray jack and put it out here, lift it up, put the other gray jack in here to clear that, and then lift it up, do that, we could do that.
You know that. Yeah. Okay, we had to do a rethink because of our bottle jack is not going to make the altitude. So. Come your way. There you go. That looks great, John. About 5 inches. I got it up to 90, and I think this is 93. You get it under there, so 3 more inches. Ought to be getting close there, Jen.
Like maybe 3 inches more.
Okay, that's good right there. What's that? Yeah, it's enough. All right. Okay, anything under that other wing that's, I think we are free and clear to go. This is a lot of work. I don't have enough lead in my butt. So you say?
One more. You want me to do it?
You haven't got enough lead in your ass.
Okay, here's the big test.
All right. Coming down.
Well, here's the big test in a lot of ways. There's the tire, the frame, and the hold weight. How's it going, John? Back and forth. Going to send her stuff now. Shoot. Hold on here.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, there you go. Keep on coming out this way. Yeah.
Right there, about right there. Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm glad you made that wider. You okay? This thing's settling. Okay.
Clear.
Okay.
Is that loose on your strap?
This strap? Absolutely not.
It's a lot looser than it was a minute ago.
Oh, it's way looser than it used to be.
Yeah.
A word of caution,
Yes, sir.
whenever you pull a jack out, always, see over here real quick, see how that's moved?
Yeah.
The strut collapses,
Gotcha.
it will put a pull in the wing.
Let's just get it out of there. Okay. All right, so we had to go with plan B. The bottle jack method wasn't going to work. It just wasn't going to reach altitude. So we had to put, courtesy of John, had to put a jack out here in order to get the wing high enough to get this jack under there in order to get enough altitude to get that on the roller. So now we've got to go back over to the other side and do the same thing. Been figuring in calculations of how high we need to raise the nose. Jan also got these wood strips done for underneath the nacelles. So I'm going to go ahead and he's working on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and put this side on. Ouch. Okay, that's done, front and rear. And like I said, Jan is over there swearing at the other one. So another job getting really close to being done. Okay, a lot of noodling this week, but we have some numbers that we can depend on. Hold on. So we now have the main gear sitting in the specially designed dollies to be able to move them. And we jacked up the nose. Now it's a lot lower now, but right back here, this was down to about 40 inches off the ground. That trailing edge right there, it was like 66 inches off the ground. So we found out that we can get the tail down. We'll be able to make a new dolly for the front wheel that will be high enough to get the tail down low enough that we can get this thing out of the hangar. So the big question mark has been answered. We know how far we've got to go to get the airplane out of here. If there were another question mark, it would be how much motive power are we going to need to move this thing, and we're going to be finding that out pretty soon. Well, it's the end of the week. I'm going to go home and have dinner with my wife. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Appreciate you watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video. It helps us out. And everybody have a great day.